The decision to remove the head of the Telecommunications of Solomon Islands, TCSI, Calvin Ziru, depends on the result of the investigation into his alleged fraudulent spending and misconduct of power. Ministry of Communication and Aviation Permanent Secretary Alwin Danitofea told SIBC News in an interview. He said the current Telecommunication Act at this stage doesn't warranty a suspension or termination of Calvin Ziru's contract. He said investigation into the matter is still ongoing. In-Depth Solomons in February this year reported Calvin Ziru mismanagement of TCSI funds.
Depend law how investigation come out here. Bearing in mind that these are complaints and the provisions inside law, they also tell you the establishment of the institution. Yeah, even the contract law regulator, him to certain extent, Imilo Ministry no agree to mas him. Yeah. So and because of the authority given to him and the entitlements, yeah. So the commissioner is entitled to one, come up with a procurement process. Also with the procurement process, him by approving what should be approved and what should not be approved as well. When there is an absence of a procurement process, the decision for what to procure him depend entirely on who now raise him check and who now approve him check. So these are flaws in the current system here. Also, there are flaws in the system that him not captured when we actually came up with the current framework, a legal framework. So for you tell him that someone, for me tell him that someone him wrong at this stage, him little bit challenging here because there are grey areas in the current act.
Mr. Danitofea says some of the root causes of the current TCSI issue is due to the current Telecommunication Act. He said currently they are addressing the issue with both short and long-term solutions.
I would say the ministry, some challenges earlier for doing monitoring, evaluation law, performance law regulator for some time now, the regulatory office, due to the fact that the institution was established to be independent a little bit here. The reform back in 2009 establishing the world was funded by World Bank for doing that reform, and the only connection law ministry with him, the institution is in the form of policy. Even the reporting process law under the act him no come law ministry but him gonna law clerk to the parliament. So the only way where you miss able for monitoring now at KPIs law, performance law is and keep tabulum is by asking them to give reports, in which we did. So when we received the complaints, Mifala realizing that I think it's because it's all allegation. We can only substantiate those allegations after investigation. We see this as an issue caused by existing system where the existing legal framework now. Also, Mitalem, the process here, the technical evaluation committee, I'm responsible for doing due diligence law, annual work plan block and also ensure that Okaten perform according to the annual work plan. And when we see this, Mifala issue complaints come up, Mifala engage two follow things here. The first one is the medium to long term solution to the issue. So what Mifala doing now, last year we actually went to the cabinet and approved now the amendment of the review of the current Telecommunication Act. The intention now is for changing now the structure. So yes, after Mifala receive him, Mifala realize him that Mifala not take him billion or Mifala not take him now provisions for changing board from single regulator to the board. Mifala not stop. Mifala ask him na International Telecommunication Union for come and do diagnostic assessment on the commission. And basing on that now, me will propose him for doing amendment of the act. So that is the long term how we will try to solve the issue. Yeah? We can avoid him now, single regulator. You miss now. When one from Manna make him decision, there is a high possibility make him what maladministrative practices also. There is always a possibility for individuals of abusing any decisions or any powers on their end. In relation specifically to the complaints and allegations raised, you may initiating process now. You may initiating process finish, and it's not due to anyone asking ministry for react to their or react to what looking, but an ongoing process in a way. To be responsible on our side. It's not that we react to every single complaints when come out. Yeah? Our responsibility as authorities in the ministry is whenever there is a complaint, you will do internal due diligence. You may do internal due diligence. Basing on our internal due diligence, then you may initiate a process here. So I can say that the process here and comments finished in accordance to the provisions in the Act.
The TCSI is an independent expert statutory authority charged with the economic and technical management of the telecommunications sector.